Hi, this is John with Cold Plunge Connection, and I'm here with Nick Reed of Fire Cold Plunge today to introduce just a super innovative, awesome new way of lining their cold plunges that is going to make a huge difference for everybody. So we've been having a little bit of chat. I've known Nick for, I guess, more than a year now. It's been since we've initially sat down. It was in 2023, and I was just really super impressed with the level of attention to detail and just outside of the box thinking that these guys have with regards of everything they're doing with innovating a cold plunge. So the bottom line is that if you're looking for, a lot of people get into the DIY thing or look into creating a DIY chest freezer, which is still the most efficient way to have a cold plunge. Like these things cost way less to operate than chillers, and so if you're going for efficiency, a chest freezer is the way to do it. But a lot of times people look at the DIY stuff and they just get overwhelmed because there's just too much work to do. It's not their thing. They don't have time, or their time is at a premium. And if you're looking for a done-for-you solution, this is an awesome option to look at. The big challenge has always been, though, like, how do you seal the seams and how do you protect the interior of the chest freezer from water damage from chemicals that you're using to keep the water clean, damage from you accidentally dropping the pump while you're cleaning it, damage from you getting in and out of it. These are big issues, and that is a huge part of the DIY process. And these guys were previously using one of the 4 recommended options, which is like a 2-part epoxy to coat the lining, and they were even innovating that. These guys were doing things that were making that process far better than what the average DIYer could do on their own. And yet they realized that was a very time-consuming process, and there were still potential issues with it. So these guys have now come out with a new liner that solves every single one of these problems.
Right. Thank you, John. Wow, what an introduction. Just to state this, we stand on the shoulders of giants here. So we started with your process, the chest freezer cold plunge method. You wrote the book on it, and that helped me through the dark night of the soul when I actually got introduced to cold plunge. And fast forward here, yes, we've made a lot of changes and innovations, but it's still extremely valuable process, and I think it's helping a lot of people. Those who don't have the time, which is a real thing, they're not handy, and they want a done-for-you option. This is what we've got. And some of the things that we've innovated solve some of the problems that a lot of people who have tried to do the DIY chest freezer cold plunge have had. And usually these are people who are not interested in the $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000, Mercedes. Utilizing in the chest freezer, you get to take advantage of the economy of scale to be able to offer it at a more affordable price. And chest freezers in normal use last about 15 years. Even though this is in different use case, it's still going to give you a lot of life. Now, the other issue that we've solved is the liner. So eventually the epoxy liner usually ends up getting dinged, nicked, scratched, has a crack, it needs a repair. And epoxy repair can be, it can require you to be a little handy. And eventually its timeline will not be as long as the freezer or as the part. So the life of it will be extended a lot farther if we could solve the liner problem. So we have engineered and manufactured in-house a hard liner made out of the same material that they put into prosthetics inside of people, in their joints. It's a food grade, FDA certified, totally non-toxic, but also extremely ozone resistant and extremely durable material. And it comes in a nice ice blue color that we've dropped in and sealed in here.
And one of the things that I love about the texture is that it's not very rough like Line-X.
Right. Yes. This is not like feeling the inside of your truck bed. This is a very soft, fine texture. Also, the steps. So in the chest freezer cold plunge arena, you have a sharp edge of 90 degrees that's on that compressor house. That's something that previously we had to innovate and create a edge protecting back pillow for, if you were going to put your back up against that, to make it more comfortable. I don't know if you're trying to get uncomfortable, but there you go. Now that we make this in-house, we can make it more ergonomic. So we have a very wide radius around where the compressor house is in our liner. So it's extremely comfortable to put your back on.
So maybe you can kind of speak to the durability of the process, like how you're actually putting this material together.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, we
to
have
ensure
a
that it's
whole-
not going to leak and cause
Exactly.
problems.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a whole manufacturing process to make this liner, from the cutting to the bending to the welding to the testing of this, from the structural testing to testing for leaks, to make sure that this is completely leak-free. And so we're able to offer like a 50-year warranty on this liner. You know, right now we offer 1 to 5 year warranty options on the product. But now we're going to, across the board, add onto that a 50-year warranty onto the liner, because this liner is so solid, we can actually guarantee it will be leak-free for the rest of its life.
One super critical important thing that I want to emphasize is that these liners are being made right here in Texas in the US.
The more that we can bring in-house and we can do ourselves, the more control we have over the quality and the efficacy of our product, and that means a better experience for our customers. Our customers take care of us because we're able to take care of them. So the better we're able to do that, I mean, they're our biggest cheerleaders and proponents. So
You told me about how you guys are sealing the liner to this top piece that comes in, and how this is actually sealed to the chest freezer. So maybe you can go into a little bit more detail about that and how that works, and at least in broad strokes, to let people know that, hey, this is going to really be
Sure.
a solid long-term product.
yeah, so essentially we've got about 7 seals. There's seals at the bottom, there's seals halfway up, there's seals inside the liner, there's seals here, mechanical, there's gaskets that are all mechanically held in place. So there's no way that this is able to leak. And not only that, but the seams are welded, which makes it stronger molecularly than even the wall itself. They bond even stronger because they're double welded on back and front. So still cools down to 33 degrees if you wanted to. We had it at 33 degrees when we did the Last Troubled Youth program last week. Incredible. We'll have to go into that by the way. But they crushed 33-degree water. I never could have done that at their age. 300 gallons an hour of circulation, so it's moving the water at a sufficient rate. It has an 8-layer cotton carbon filter in there, but it comes with Wi-Fi. You can control the temperature from your phone. It comes with all grounded components, runs through manual reset self-testing GFCI, all UL certified cords and plugs, and it has a giant power button right here next to your thermostat on the control box, which you can use to shut off the power like John does before he gets in. John actually unplugs it. But this will cut power to the entire system. We've installed a polite chime. So when the lid is opened, if the power is still on, the alarm would let you know that the power is still on. Once the power has been turned off, there is no chime. So that's a duplicate layers of safety systems. Safety systems on top of safety systems. Comes with LED lights around the rim here. The ozone runs on a timer. It comes all programmed. Everything is fully assembled when it arrives. All you have to do is fill it up with water and set the temperature and the time of day so that the ozone schedule knows when it's night.
Awesome. So, Nick, how can people find you?
They can find us on firecoldplunge.com. Head on over to the website. You'll have a sizing guide there where you can see what the best size would be for you, and it's a pretty simple, easy checkout process.
I am an affiliate for this company, so there is an affiliate discount code. Do you know what that is offhand?
I do. It's John Richter.
Okay, John Richter. Yeah.
Firecoldplunge.com/ John Richter.
Yep, or there's a little place to put the coupon code in there when you check out. Whatever the best discount is that's available, that code will give that to you. Just put that in there. It'll also be in the description down below. Nick, thank you so much for having me out, and just continue to innovate these awesome products and to support people in their cold water immersion journey. So if you guys like the channel, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you have any questions, please put those in the comments below. This has been just really awesome getting to see you guys, and Nick, thanks for having me out today.
Thank you.
Happy cold plunging, everybody.